United's problems this season have not been defending, but because of the fluid nature of football and the occasional serious mistakes that inferior centre-halves can make, a good centre-half partnership can instill enough confidence in the team that they attack with more freedom. This is something that United sorely need. We cannot go into the new campaign with Smalling and Jones as first-choice central defenders. I can't have it! There's 5 players that could solve the problem at the back for Manchester United, and here they are. Number 5 is going to be RAPHAＥL VARANE. The 25-year-old Real Madrid centre-back would be a more high-profile signing if United was to lure him to Old Trafford this summer. The Frenchman has established himself as one of the best defenders in the world since joining Madrid from Lens in 2011. He has featured in Madrid's 3 Champions League final victories in the last 4 years. He has formed a very solid partnership with Sergio Ramos, and he's clearly learned a lot from playing alongside such an experienced defender. He has all the attributes you could ask for from a centre-back due to the fact he's both technically and physically solid. At 6'3", he's a very difficult player to get the better of. Jose Mourinho has worked with Varane before having originally signed him for Real Madrid. The bond that the two of them have built up from this could work in United's favour should they make that audacious move for Varane. It's unlikely that United would be able to sign him this window, but if there's any chance whatsoever, we simply have to sign him. Number 4, Harry Maguire. The 25-year-old Leicester City defender has come into his own this season after a fantastic campaign, winning both of the club's Player of the Year awards. He moved to the club last summer from Hull City for around 17 million, causing a few eyebrows to be raised. He does have some Premier League experience and has been a consistent performer in what has been a disappointing campaign overall for the Foxes. He is comfortable on the ball, which is a rare commodity for a player of his physicality. He would be a very sensible addition for United and is a good age to make the step up with plenty of time to improve in his game even further. His value could rise if he performs on a big stage for England at the World Cup in a couple of weeks, but by the same rule, it could be a confidence shattering if the previous campaigns are anything to go by. Number 3, Clement Lenglet. The French central defender is very promising and still has a lot of potential at just the age of 22. He is not heading to the World Cup, but that's no reason to overlook him, and it could be a positive thing if we're looking to complete a deal quickly. Signing a player not involved in Russia would allow him to attend Manchester United's pre-season tour and would allow Jose Mourinho to mould him into the first team more effectively ahead of next season. Lenglet is a left-footed defender which would provide balance to United's defence, considering that Marcos Rojo is the only other left-sided defender within the squad. He is composed in possession, he's strong, he's got great positional defence and excellent defensive instincts. He joined Sevilla for 5 million from Nancy in 2017 and has performed admirably, shining in an inconsistent Sevilla team. A signing of this style is very much in the mould of Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof with regard to relatively unimpressive name that the player has. But for that reason, I think he's someone that we have to consider. Number 2, Samuel Umtiti. The 24-year-old Barcelona defender has been out of favour recently due to the fact that he's been angling for a better contract. The French centre-back is rumoured to have a release clause of £54 million, which United may be tempted to match this summer. He has only 24 appearances for Barca in La Liga this season, which has been partly down to the fact that his form has suffered over doubts over his future. However, if he did get a move away from the new camp this summer, he could flourish under Mourinho's guidance. He has the potential to be a success in the Premier League due to his undoubted quality. It's more than likely that he is using interest from the clubs such as United to get a better deal for himself, but he's going quite far with that charade if that is the case. He's second on this list for a reason. He improves us and I think he's probably pretty gettable, but he wouldn't be my first choice. Number 1. Toby Alderweireld. The 29-year-old Belgian is rumoured to be United's number 1 centre-back target this summer for good reason. He's mint. United are short on world-class centre-backs and Alderweireld would fit that bill considering he's already Premier League proven as well as proven in the Champions League. He has pace, he's defensively sound, he's also extremely comfortable on the ball, which United lack. He also has an impressive range of passing for a centre-back, which would considerably improve Manchester United's play. He's been a peripheral figure for Pochettino this season due to the stall in his contract negotiations. The rumours of him being desperate to join United are well sourced, and you can find out more about that by checking out my Patreon group. The link is in the description below. His lack of first-team action due to fitness and falling out of favour shouldn't prove to be a concern for United supporters because this lad, if partnered with Eric Bailly, makes United's first-choice centre-back up there with any in division and a great basis for us to move into next season's campaign. That's my 5 centre-halves that should improve Manchester United. Let me know in the comments who you think you should have in this list. Who would you have in this list? Are any of them gettable? Will any of them play for Manchester United next season? You know what to do. Get in the comments. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next one.